I'm sure you've run across this before. You have a video that appears horizontal and you go to upload it onto Instagram, and for whatever reason, it just does not seem to fit properly. Now, that's because Instagram uses what we call a vertical feed. That means that your video is going to appear narrower, and really the reason they do that is because that platform is geared and tailored towards smartphones, right? So everything is vertical, so that way you can just scroll up. Now, in today's video, I'm going to give you the appropriate dimensions or size for any videos that you want to fit properly into that Instagram feed. And also, I'll show you how you can resize any of the videos you have to those dimensions for free. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton, the Seasoned Marketer, and my channel is all about sharing marketing tips, tools, and tactics with resourceful business owners. Before we begin resizing your video, there are 3 things that you have to do in preparation for it. Number 1, you're going to have to be in front of a computer. Number 2, you're going to have your video downloaded to that computer or accessible to that computer in some way, shape, or form. And number 3, if you're a Mac user, we're going to be using the Keynote program. If you're a PC user, we're going to be using PowerPoint. For those of you that have subscribed to my weekly email list, there's no need to write down these instructions. I will send you a step-by-step cheat sheet of the instructions on Thursday, so that way you can go ahead and refer back to it. Now, if you want that cheat sheet but you're not on my weekly email list, then go to the link below and sign up today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay friends, I've tapped into my computer so that you can see how we're going to go about resizing these videos for your Instagram feed. We're going to start with the Mac users. Remember, if you're a Mac user, we are going to use Keynote. So I'm going to come down here and open up my Keynote program. I always select the standard white My Presentation. These boxes, I'll go ahead and delete them now because I have no use for them. I'm going to zoom out so that you can see. This is the size of the slide, and obviously this is not going to fit correctly into the Instagram feed. Remember, I told you it's more vertical. So I need to go in and change the sizing on this. I do that by clicking Document over here and then coming down to where it says Slide Size, select the drop down, and I'm going to do a custom slide size. The custom size for this is going to be width of 1080 and the height's going to be 1350. Now remember, that's going to make it more vertical, so we have more here on the vertical side, the height, and less on the width. I'm going to zoom back out so that you can see how that changes the size just a little bit. Now you have 2 options whenever you go to upload a video or to resize the video in here. I'm going to select the video, so I go to Insert right here, Choose, and then I just find wherever I've selected or filed my video away. So I'm going to click that one here. Notice that when it populates and pops in here, it's going to be more horizontal than it is vertical. So like I said, one of the things you can do is you can resize the actual video by clicking here on one of these little boxes and extending it out and then just repositioning it, right? So maybe I want to do this right here. And that way remember everything that's grayed out to the left here and to the right that's not in this box that I made will not be seen on the screen. So it's just going to be a video of basically me taking up the screen. And that may be okay if I don't have any text popping up here, or if I don't have any graphics, right? So just depending on how the video is set up, I could do that. Now, if I don't want to do that, and let's say I have, this video is a tutorial, and so that means I have text that appears here to the right and icons, instructions that appear, so I need to use the entire width of this video. I need them to see all of it so it doesn't cut off any important information. Then the other option I have is I can make this surrounding area here, what I'm going to call a skin, pretty. So I can go in and add graphics to it. I'll show you a really quick way to do this. Come up here and do shape, Now just know this isn't going to look really pretty. I'm just doing this for the sake of showing you an example of what could be possible and how you go about adding the graphics. So I'll do this and come up here to Format. Hit Arrange, and then I can do Send to Back. So what it does is that sends it behind my video. Remember, everything that's grayed out outside of the box will not appear, so don't put any text or anything up here. It's got to be in the box that you made. Then I'm going to add some text. Let's say I'll do right here, watch my new tutorial. And I want to make it white so that it stands out against that color blue. And then I'm going to use a fun text, right? I'm also going to make it bigger, so I'll do 150 to enlarge the text. All right, so then I could do that. And then at the bottom here, I'll add some more text with my website. All right, so I could easily do that. If you have a logo, you know, you could put your logo up here. You don't have to use text. You could put icons. You could do some type of cool graphics. Change the colors, brand it if you have branding guidelines already or specific color schemes that you like to stick to. Certainly use that. So that's an option. Now, this is what's going to appear. And in order to prep it, now we're ready to actually upload it onto Instagram. First, you have to go to File, Export to, and you're going to select QuickTime because remember, it's a video. This will pop up. Leave it at self-playing. Do 0 seconds to 0 seconds. And then remember, we changed the size, so you need to change the format here. You're going to click on Custom, and it looks like it reverts to 1024. Change it to the size we made the slide, so 1080 by 1350. Hit Next, and then you tell it what to save it as and where you want it to save. So this one's going to be example 3 for me, and I hit Export. Now this is going to take some time depending on how large your video file is or how short. If you're doing a quick 30-second video, obviously it's not going to take a long time. This one that I inserted here is almost 7 minutes, so it's going to take a little longer. All right, so now that it's saved, let me go ahead and show you what you're going to want to do. It's ready for upload. Locate the video. So this is the one I did right here. And you can play it to see how it's going to look. Now, email this to yourself if the video file is small enough, or upload it to your Google Drive. You can also, don't forget, you can also upload onto Instagram via Facebook using the Creator Studio, so that works really well if you have a large video file that you want to share. So that's how you go about resizing your video for your Instagram feed. All right, so now as promised, I'm going to walk you through the steps for the PowerPoint. I do not have PowerPoint on this computer because I'm using a Mac, but I've done it through screenshots, and that should be just as helpful. So you're going to open up a new PowerPoint presentation. You'll see this right here. Remember, we're going to delete those 2 boxes simply because we don't need them anymore. Now we need to resize the actual slide. So at that point, you go to Design. Then this box right here is going to appear, and you'll have the option to select slide size. From there, you're going to come down here and select custom slide size. And then this box will appear. Now remember, I want you to notice that here it shows you width and height in inches. So we're going to have to do a little conversion because the measurements that I gave you, the 1080 by 1350, are actually in pixels. So I've gone ahead and done the conversion for you. The 1080 is actually going to be 14.4 inches, and the 1350 is going to be 18 inches. That should go ahead and resize your slide, which is exactly what you want. Now the second part of it is actually getting your video into the slide. So let me show you how you go about doing that. You're going to go back up here to Insert and find where it says Video. Select Movie from File. Locate the file and then go ahead and insert it. Remember, you may have to do some resizing just like we did in Keynote, but you could go ahead and play around with that. Also, feel free to pretty it up by adding some text or some color boxes. And the final step is going to be to export it as a video. So go to File, click Export, and then this box will appear right here. You're going to want to create a video and go ahead and do that. You'll want to be sure to select the Don't Use Recorded Timings and Narrations on there. That's for when you're doing slides. And then the final part of it, you're going to give the file name and then also save as a MPEG-4 video. And that's it. That's how you go about saving it in PowerPoint.
All right, so that is how you resize a video to fit properly in your Instagram feed. Now remember, every Monday I release a new video just like this one with information that could help you save time and money when it comes to marketing your business. If you want to stay up to date and current with the information I'm putting out there, I highly recommend that you like my Facebook page. You can find me under The Seasoned Marketer, or go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you can find me online at www.theseasonedmarketer.com. I have freebies for you there, as well as a vault of all of my previous videos in case you want to take a look. Thanks again for tuning in to another Monday Marketing Minute. I'll catch you guys next week, same time and place.